Survey research is popular all over the world. The most of the people conduct survey in a business, health, education, and other fields. Dear researcher, in this lecture, survey research, and I will cover the 10 steps in this research. First, what is a survey? Number 2, why are survey conducting? Type of the survey, correlation research, step in research, non-response after conducting the survey, problem with the instrument that you have designed for conducting the survey, evaluating threat to internal validity and reliability, and also data analysis after conducting the survey, and publishing an article in journal of which has been developed based upon the survey. So I will discuss these 10 points one by one. So first, what is a survey? Survey is actually gathering of a sample of data or opinion considered to be representative of whole group or population. In simple words, you collect the opinion of the target group or population for which you are going to conduct the survey in all fields, in education, business, health, and other areas. Information is collected primarily by asking a question. So you design the different type of the question in your survey form. Information is collected from the sample or portion of the population for conducting the survey. So it depends upon to your resources. So I hope you have understand what is the survey. So mostly students ask, why are survey conducted? For this, there are 3 main points. How many points? 3. First, survey are primarily used to describe characteristic of population. So you will describe the characteristic of, their age, their education, their ethnicity, and so many. Number 2, researchers use survey to examine the distribution of identified characteristics within the population. So they want to actually examine what are the characteristics of the population for which you are conducting the survey and from which you are getting the opinion about the population. Number 3, description of population as a whole is inferred by the result obtained from the sample. So then you obtain the sample and after that you generalize it. For example, if you are conducting the survey about the vote bank of different parties in Pakistan, so you will collect the sample of survey from various cities and various towns, and based upon the sample, you can do an educated guess about this. So mostly we conduct the survey education because survey research is comparatively easy and we can get the data easily as compared to other research. So now I would like to share some useful information that has been I collected from Arlene bank research in 1995, and in this research he gave the 6 points. First of all, you must have specific measurable objective of your study. Number 2, design is very important. So what type of design you are going to apply in research? Choice of population or sample. So you have to take the sound choice of population or sample, and you will also check the reliability and validity. Reliability and validity is very important for your research. And after checking the reliability and validity, you apply appropriate analysis for obtaining the result. And at the end, you get accurate reporting of result and submit, and that is your thesis, dissertation, or your paper. So now I would like to discuss about the type of the survey, and as you know, there are two main types of the survey. One is cross-sectional survey and second is longitudinal survey. Now I want to discuss these two types of survey one by one. So first, the cross-sectional survey. Cross-sectional survey. Information collected from sample of predetermined population. In this case, information is collected at approximately 1 point in a time. So you collect information one time, and this is called cross-sectional survey. Moreover, if an entire population survey, it is described being as a census. So mostly census is very popular term for conducting the cross-sectional survey. The most of the country like the Pakistan, they conduct the survey census after 10 years, and this is very popular and understandable example of cross-sectional survey. Next is longitudinal survey. So longitudinal survey, in this survey, information is collected at different points in time to study change that occur over a time period. There are other type of survey, trend sample. So trend sample, a population whose member may be changed over the course of the study. We will discuss the trend study in detail in other lecture. Cohort study, sample a population whose members do not change over the course of the time. Panel study, survey that same population at different time during the course of study is conducted is the longitudinal survey. So these are the three types of the longitudinal survey. Next is correlational research. As you know, correlation actually is a relation between two or more variables. So in correlation, we take independent and dependent variable. Correlation are result of two separate surveys to determine if a relation exists. Score a result of survey are examined in this method by calculating correlation coefficient or by preparing contingency table. So this is the correlation. I have another lecture about the survey. Now, I would like to discuss the step in survey research. So, in survey research, first step is define the problem. What's the problem? After defining the problem, identify the population with which you would like to conduct the survey, and then choose the type of instrument to collect the data. Then design, construct, pilot, and refine the instrument. So it's a very difficult task to design, construct, and pilot the instrument for conducting the survey. Then select a representative sample. Sometimes it's very difficult to collect the survey from the whole population. Administrate the survey, analyze, interpret, and communicate your finding. So these are the seven steps for conducting the survey. Sometimes, mostly, they do not give the response. So, in this case, non-response refer to member of sample who do not respond to instrument. For example, you send the survey to the 4,000 people and only 500 response. It means 3,500 didn't respond to your survey. So total non-response, not responding to the entire survey instrument. The example which I have given, 3,500 didn't respond. At some time, the participant did not do the total response, and sometimes they do not give atom response. So atom non-response or not responding some of the question within the survey instrument. So some they gave the response of some answer and they do not give the response of other answer. So mostly students ask me how to reduce non-response. So I would like to share the 3 examples of method to reduce non-response. First, pre-testing an instrument. So test your instrument. It should be check its reliability, validity, and the sample. And after the pre-testing, you can assess what is percentage you are going to get this part. Second, training of interview. Sometimes the trainee or the participant whom you would like to get information are not familiar. So training is very important. Number 3, provide an incentive for participant. So today it's a very important. Sometimes the researcher give the incentive, he gave the key ring, sometimes book, tablet, mobile, and sometimes they use the lottery to provide to get the survey. So that incentive are very attractive, and this incentive is not popular all over the world. So lottery is the best. If you have a one tablet or a laptop, you decide to give the mostly student participate in the survey. Next is problem with instrument. So many issues can be affect the validity of instrument. So validity you can take is first venue, time, location that the instrument is present. Question preparation, leader question. Sometimes your questions are need to clear. For this purpose, discuss your research team, your professor, how to design the question, external issue, and characteristic of a good collector are the factor the participant. Now, evaluate threat to internal validity. There are many methods, but I would like to discuss the four main threat to internal validity. First, mortality. Mortality means removing data from lost member of study. Sometimes the member participate in one session and they do not participate in other session. That is a mortality. Location threat. Data collection in location that would affect response. Sometimes it's very difficult to go to the place where you are going to collect the data. Instrumentation. So sometimes there are defects in instrument that you are using for collecting the survey. Instrument decay. Interview get tired, issue, and they do not get the proper data. Next step is data analysis. So for data analysis, summarize the response to draw conclusion from the result, size of sample, percentage of return report, percentage of total sample respondent for each atom, percentage of respondent who choose each alternate and each question response. So for data analysis, you have to keep all these points in your mind. Next is you have to journal article. Example of journal article: public perception of extension in 1996. So I have selected this article. This article issue how people perception and awareness and use of extension change over the period. So telephone survey of USA population is collected again and again and can be used. So this is the journal article. So I hope that now you have understand what's the survey and different type of the survey, step of survey, type of survey. I hope that this lecture is useful you and you will understand the basic and how to conduct the survey. Good luck. Go ahead and conduct the survey for yourself. Thank you very much.